Why even wreck with a share boundlessness? AXS acts basically as an affiliation token, allowing holders to look into the decentralized association DAO. By picking how the stage makes each Axie and Axie vastness is a NFT non-fungible token and is given worth by the AXS inside. In the meantime, SLP Axie Immeasurability's other token is assembled during Impulse. Some of Axie comprehensibility benefits consolidate the best blockchain game to date. Part of the play to get improvement NFT business focus. Open source engineers grant the neighborhood make contraptions to upgrade the game. Who is behind Axie Limitlessness? Axie Boundlessness was made by Sky Mavis, which is driven by Trung Nguyen, Alexander Larson, and Viet An Ho. Through Binance stage, Axie Boundlessness brought 297 million up in a central currency offering ICO that completed on the 4th of November 2020 and has been dynamic from there on out as Axie Boundlessness assumptions for Axie comprehensibility depends upon top of the Ethereum ETH connection and is one of the most outstanding dApps contemplating on-chain volume and by client consider a part of the Ethereum association. This suggests that Axie greatness includes a proof of work understanding evaluation notwithstanding clearly Ethereum plans to convey off ETH20 later on, which will run a proof of stake estimation. Axie boundlessness players can gather Axies, raise them to turn out to be more grounded, and battle them. Axies can then get understanding from battles that approaches their subtleties and change structure. Fostering their value. Axies could really be replicated to make new Axies. Players can profit from trading Axies on the Axie business focus. It is staggeringly similar to Pokemon, except for Axie Monster has relegated worth to the virtual creatures and is basic for the play to procure improvement. Axie boundlessness holders can equivalently stake their tokens to inactively get more Axes. Who uses Axie boundlessness? Axie boundless quality is the best blockchain game to date, with up to 5 million players. At the all things considered raised Axie Monster had up to 83 million one-time players in December 2021. Explicit examination of Axie boundless qualities. Axes worth improvements. Axie boundlessness was most quickly open in an emblematic blueprint between the 3rd and 4th of November 2020. Sold at an expense of 1 Axes to 0.10 can market cap at first. Started following the expense of Axie massiveness on the 4th of November 2020, where it started selling for 0.1459. Around the beginning of 2021, Axie boundless quality was 0.5926, and by the 6th of November 2021, Axes showed up at its impeccable high of 16,537. Axie boundless quality completed 2021 at 93.30. Axie's 52-week low is 111, and on the 6th of November 2020 Axes showed up at its flawless low of 0.1234. Market pay are the most depicting factors concerning the expense of cryptographic sorts of cash. Obviously thusly, if the stock of Axes is lacking, and there is an immense premium for it, the more fundamental it turns out to be. In addition, if monetary partners are not energized by Axie boundlessness, and the save is epic, it will not be regarded so strikingly. Axie boundlessness has a most silly hold of 270 million Axes identification, of which only 60,907,500 are open for use. 23. Expecting this most fantastic stock is reached, Axie boundlessness worth could take off, yet this could require different years as necessary. Really focus on the stack of Axes tokens. Besides, it's especially clear looking at Axie boundlessness, evident worth that it seeks after the significant market heading which is generally arranged by Bitcoin BTC. This can at first be seen in mid-2021 when it actually passed 1 and in the end hit 10. All the while a giant piece of the market was exploding. Following on from this, there was a lessening in June and July before a recovery in August, especially like Bitcoin and most other electronic sorts of cash. As such commitment you really focus all in all market while watching the expense of Axie boundlessness. Perhaps the most convincing inspiration. Axie comprehensibility shot up numerous times in 2021 is that Axies are NFTs 2021 saw an impact of income in NFTs from transporters, workmanship finders specialists, gamers and entertainers, anything that their improvement people required them really NFTs, could correspondingly go likely as an entry for people not impelled by modernized monetary standards to draw in with the representative, giving Axie boundlessness a conceivably more critical client base than other cryptographic sorts of cash. If the premium in NFTs continue with all through 2022, undoubtedly it could shockingly foster the value of Axie propagation. The best news came in November 2021 when Facebook rebranded as Meta. Right when this happened, all motorized sorts of cash related with NFTs and the metaverse shot up colossally in regard. This is when Axie engendering hit its brilliant high. Additional data around Meta and the metaverse, and its not surprising use of NFTs and crypto, could comparatively vigorously influence the expense of Axie boundlessness. It's extraordinarily hard to battle that Axie boundlessness will run into many issues from this point forward, recommending that it could make a magnificent momentary hypothesis or critical length attempt. Here are our Axie unlimited quality expense speculations for 2022 to 2030. Axie boundless quality axes worth assumption. 2022 NFTs will continue to be all the reach and further the progress around Axie boundlessness, re-establishing upwards Axie giganticness cost figure surveys that AXS money will pass the 160 accomplishment close to the satisfaction of 2022 and show up at an ordinary expense of 145. AXS can hit a constraint of 178 and something like 40 out of 2022 Axie monstrousness. AXS worth conjecture 2023, with creating thought surges of new gamers, will join the Axie hugeness game in a general sense, supporting income in 2023, starting the year at 147. Axie unimaginableness check, expects 190 by mid-2023. And a customary of 176 going before the years. Over the top Axie boundlessness cost assumption for 2023 is 261 and the least is 110. Axie boundlessness AXS worth DAO 2024 will see the going with Bitcoin halvening take a colossal piece of the crypto market to better potential options, including Axie endlessness at the most raised are. Axie boundlessness cost speculation data tells us that AXS will show up at 590 and in any event 222 close to the culmination of 2024. Axie spread will legitimize a regular of 485. Axie boundlessness AXS worth doubt 2025 play to get gaming will change into a Titanic model by 2025. As gamers learn they have an unparalleled potential for progress of securing cash playing Axie vastness than working a standard work, as shown by Axie boundlessness cost figure 2025. The AXS money will accomplish a normal of a couple of spot in the degree of 780 and 880. The most crazy 2025 expense of AXS will be 952. And the min cost will be 670. Axie boundlessness AXS worth assumption 2026 could see the metaverse fill hugely in standing and start one more NFT energy this time. More considering in-game things AXS will start 2026 at 878 and climb to a conventional expense of 1233. A larger